Hi guys, it's me, Sarah. I apologize about the lighting. It's it's like 6:30 in the morning actually. I just got back from work, so I'm not really tired for some reason. I mean, I'm kind of tired, but I'm not like tired enough to go to sleep yet. So yeah, I thought I'd film a video. My birthday actually was last week. I can't even remember. Hold on. Let's see, the 10th? Yeah, it was last week. And my best friend actually got me this really cool present. It's really interesting. I've never heard of it before. I mean, obviously I've heard of the company, but I've never heard of this product in particular. It's by Philosophy. It's called the Oxygen Peel. Hopefully you guys can read that. It says Philosophy on here. It comes in this cool box. I believe you can pick this up at Ulta. I don't know about Sephora. I tried actually looking up reviews of it on Sephora, and it doesn't really look like they have it, or I don't know, maybe I just didn't search hard enough. And it's got like this step-by-step like diagram of how to use it. And it's got a clear box you can see inside. Obviously the kit is not inside because I've taken it out and I've used it. But it comes in something that looks like this. Obviously a lot neater when it comes in this. But I'm going to kind of go step by step what you're supposed to do, and then kind of give you my thoughts on it. So she knows that I have been struggling with my skin for a while, and now recently my skin has kind of gotten back on track. It's just mainly scarring that I have now, or marks left over, so they're starting to go away because I've been actively trying to make them go away, and with time obviously that's going to help as well. So other than that, I haven't really had any issues with my skin lately. So I'm just going to go into what this product is and what it does and what's involved, I guess. So she got this for me because a coworker of hers had really been interested in, or had really gotten into trying it. I think she got like a sample or something, and she loved it so much she went ahead and bought it. And she loved it so much after that she went ahead and like bought a ton for her friends to try, because everybody had been complimenting her skin. And apparently she had some scarring around her chin, and that was going away fairly quickly. So my best friend, knowing that I was having issues with my skin, bought this for me for my birthday and was hoping that it would help me out. So it comes, the first step basically comes with a bottle. It looks like this, and it's step 1. It's the Catalase enzyme capsules. I think there's only 10 of them in here. You're supposed to use 1 full capsule. I'll show you how big they are. 1 full capsule for each mask. So basically you get like 10 masks. Theoretically speaking. However, according to my best friend, from her coworker, and actually from several reviews online on Ulta.com, it's actually too much product, apparently, for your face. It ends up being like a ton of product. So a lot of people have suggested only using half of it, and it's not necessarily going to only give you half strength. It's just, you don't want to waste so much product when, you know what I mean, like you're just washing most of it down the drain. You should be putting it on your face if it's that good of a product. And it's kind of expensive. I think it's like $50. Anyhow, so yeah, so you can kind of just like take the capsule top off and you put it into this little tub that they give you that snaps shut, and you mix some water into it. You can stack the capsule top back on, by the way, and leave half of it in there. That's what I've been doing. And you put warm water in there with the powder that comes in the capsule, and you shake it up. If it gets really chunky, I guess you could kind of use the spatula that comes with it to mix it up. You shake it up, and then you're supposed to like let it set for a minute, and it's supposed to be kind of lumpy, I guess. Mine hasn't actually been as lumpy as I thought it was going to be. Like when I think of lumpy, I think of like dough and water, kind of like that can get lumpy depending on the consistency. This is a little bit more gelatinous and slightly lumpy, but not quite as lumpy as I think. I don't think of, like, I wouldn't describe this as lumpy. I would definitely describe it as like a gel. So then you put that on your face, and after that you let that sit, I think, for like a minute or 2, and then you put on the oxygen peel, which is step 2, or the oxygen foam, which is step 2. So basically, this is like almost like a cold cream consistency, if you can see. That looks like, yeah, it's kind of got like a cold cream consistency. It doesn't really smell like anything. Neither one of them smell like anything, really. At least I don't think so. And when you put it on, it like reacts to the gel you've already put on your skin. So it almost like starts to foam up immediately. And you're only supposed to use like, I don't know, a teaspoon size of it. There's actually a lot of product in here, so I tend to try to use more than they say to use, because then I'll end up with like a ton of this and none of that, and really what's the point? So yeah, it kind of starts to foam up, and then you're supposed to leave it and let it set for, I don't know, like 3 minutes or something like that, or 2 minutes, but I've been letting it set for like 5 minutes because it's pretty gentle. The only thing I don't like about this that kind of scares me is that there's a warning, not because it's got hydrogen peroxide. I think so. It's got some kind of peroxide. Yeah, hydrogen peroxide. And basically it warns you not to get too close to like your eyebrows or to your hairline, because it could accidentally bleach your hair, which, you know, you don't really want. If you're not trying to bleach your hair anyway. So the gel doesn't have that warning. It's just the little tub that has the warning. And so then after that, after you've let it set for however long you want to let it set for, it says, I think, like 3 minutes. You're supposed to use a spatula to just like scrape it off. I don't like to use a spatula to scrape it off because I kind of feel like it's anti-intuitive. Like, I don't want to like irritate my skin by pressing on it or doing anything that's going to be kind of abrasive, unless it's an exfoliator for your skin. So I tend to just wash it off, and it says you can wash it off if you have sensitive skin. So I just prefer doing that, and it's easier for me. And I like it. It definitely has made my skin very, very soft. Now, they tell you to use it like once a week, and if you're somebody who like really wants results fast, or if you have really problematic skin, then you can use it 3 times in a week in a row, and then, you know, wait, and then next week do it again. So the first time I used it, because I just got it on my birthday, I did 3 days in a row, because her coworker was saying that 3 days in a row was working for her phenomenally. So I guess this week I'm intending to use it 3 days in a row again. And I think I'm going to continue doing 3 weeks in 3 days in a row from now on until it's finished, because I actually noticed that quite a bit of my scarring seems to have improved a bit. Well, maybe not quite a bit, but I've noticed an improvement in the lightening of my scars. I don't know if it's actually lightening the rest of my face. I don't really think it is. And like I said, I haven't really noticed any negative side effects in terms of lightening, like just like random blotches or something that are lightened and other parts aren't, or anything like that. It's lightening pretty evenly. However, I will say that in terms of cleaning power or replacing a cleanser for your face, I don't really think that this holds up very well in terms of that. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who would disagree with me, but I was using this 3 nights in a row. So I would use my Proactiv in the morning, and then I would use this 3 nights in a row. And so I was basically only using my Proactiv once a day, which, you know, it kind of hurt me a little bit to do, because I like the Proactiv so much. So I was getting like tiny little, not zits, but like tiny little bumps. And they went away. I mean, it's fine. Like, I went back to use the Proactiv, and it's fine. But it's like, you know, so am I supposed to cleanse my face before I use this? Because it doesn't mention anything like that. So I'm assuming this is supposed to be a cleanser and a mask at the same time. I could be wrong, but I kind of feel like the directions should be a little bit more direct. Another negative is the fact that, you know, you basically have to be a little bit of a chemist to use this. I mean, it's not exactly I don't want to say easy, it's not like a hard thing to do. It's just like, if you're somebody who has trouble with directions, or, you know, if you get frustrated easily, you just want to hurry up and throw a mask on your face and be done with it. Like, I can see people like being completely turned off no matter how great the product is based on that alone. If there was some way that a Philosophy could maybe come up with this peel in like one, or just make it 2 simple steps, as opposed to like having to mix it, and you have a capsule, and you're doing all, you know, it's just like, and you're kind of going through a whole rigmarole after you've paid $50 already. But, you know, personally, I do like the product. I don't know if I'll purchase it again. I mean, if I would purchase it personally, I think that remains to be seen. If in the next 2 to 3 weeks I really, really end up loving it, I could end up repurchasing it. And my best friend has already apologized to me. She says, you know, I apologize if you end up loving it and you become like a frequent purchaser of this kit, because it is $50. It is pretty expensive. So I don't know, like, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I do like it a lot. I do think that it works well in terms of lightening my skin, softening my skin. My skin is it definitely feels soft. Like, I wake up in the mornings and I, you know, spread Proactiv on my face and I'm just like, oh God, I forgot that my skin is actually that even and like smooth feeling. So that I do like about it. I don't think that it's great for fighting acne, but I do think that it's pretty great for fighting post-acne marks. What else? I think I've pretty much said all that I can say about it. There are a few pros, a few cons. I think price-wise and ease of use-wise, those are definitely cons for me. That's just my opinion. And slightly, like, I don't really understand, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the strength of the cleanser or the mask, I mean, or peel. It's not as strong as I would like it to be, although if you're somebody who has really sensitive skin, I can imagine this being a good product for you. Yeah, because I leave it on for 5 minutes, which, actually, I read a review on Ulta about another user or customer saying that they had used it for 5 minutes and it still was totally fine for their skin, so they were happy with it. So I decided to try it, and I did like it, so I ended up using it 5 minutes every time I use it, or leaving it on for 5 minutes every time I use it. So I think I'm stuttering a lot right now, or stumbling over my words a lot right now, because I'm actually starting to get tired. So fatigue has finally hit me, and it's time to go to bed. So I'm going to sign off now. I hope this review was helpful or enlightening. It was a product I had never heard of before, and if I had heard of it, I'm sure I would have been very curious to know what was up with the product. So anyway, Lauren, if you're watching this, thank you very much for buying me this birthday gift. To those of you who are watching, just regular viewers or whatever, what have you, if you have any comments or you want to say something, I don't care, but put it down below and I'll try to get back to you if you're asking a question or just commenting in general. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you don't, you can give it a thumbs down too. That's okay. And if you like my videos or you'd like to see more, just hit the subscribe button and they'll be waiting in your queue whenever I put up another video. So, yeah, bye guys. Good night, or good day, or morning, or whatever.